Hey there, it is Coach Noah coming to you from the Nutrition with Noah show. I hope you are having a great day or great evening wherever you are in the world watching this show. And today we're going to be moving into a new topic, a new chapter in integrative nutrition right here, where you can download the first two chapters of this book at nutritionwithnoah.com. Just go ahead and sign up for the mailing list on your right, and it will take you to a link to download this book. And you can also get it at coachnoah.com, either place, my website or the website for the show. And chapter 7 is about escaping the matrix. I'm going to read you a quote. Most people now begin realizing that they live in the matrix. What most people don't realize is that the matrix lives in them. Whenever we permit sodas, candy bars, junk food, and cigarettes to enter our body, we're letting the energies and vibes of corporations, factories, offices, CEOs, and executives into our very being. These are the active ingredients of the matrix. That's Tzemach Zohar from Alok Health, A-L-O-K, health.com. Interesting perspective. This chapter 7, Escaping the Matrix, is all about the cultural influences that live around us and live in us that affect our nutrition, both our secondary nutrition on our plate and our primary nutrition, our primary food, which we talked about in the last few episodes. So Joshua says that we may live a large portion of our life never questioning what we've been taught. And that's the idea. We don't question what we're taught. So what is the matrix? As Morpheus said, the matrix is everywhere. We are completely surrounded and enveloped by it. So this chapter is going to give you an opportunity to think. Think for yourself. Think about the cultural influences around you and inside of you. So the matrix is the accepted beliefs and false concepts about the world that drain our life force. It's kind of like a mental, emotional, and spiritual programming. It's more than a corporate agenda. You see, it's from the government, the church, big business. It's the persistence that we all should get married, have children, join a church, and buy stuff. You can feel it at work, at church, or at the grocery store. It creates our collective beliefs about food, fashion, and most aspects of life. It's the constant drum that calls us to produce, process, sell, buy. It's the voice in our heads that tells us not to rock the boat, not to take risks. It's the treadmill many of us feel we are running on, which we can never move forward on. The matrix is what's familiar and even comfortable to most people, yet the beliefs and practices it demands steal our happiness, our authenticity, and our future. The matrix dictates to us its rules about our food, our health, our relationships, our spirituality, and how we should live. So this is very connected, not just to what we eat, but also to the primary food of our lives. Think about what the matrix looks like. It's a slender woman who are young forever, virile men who are wealthy and powerful. It's an endless parade of things to buy, to play with, to wear, or to consume. The matrix pushes fast food, mass-produced junk, caffeine, sugar, white flour, meat, alcohol, and medications to temporarily anesthetize us from feeling our feelings. The matrix has us running on stress, in survival mode, and always tells us we're not enough and we need more. The matrix says we never look good enough. It insists that we are really alone in this world. It tells us not to trust others. And it hypnotizes us into forgetting our true essence and our true greatness. We may show our independence by making cynical, sophisticated remarks about aspects of the culture that surrounds us, about TV commercials or certain products, but in the end, it's nearly impossible not to succumb to the overwhelming forces that bombard us every day with these messages. Millions and millions of dollars are spent every day to persuade us to do things and to buy things that we never otherwise would buy. We allow clothing companies to brand us, abandoning our individuality and covering ourselves with logo emblazoned sneakers, pants, shirts, purses, and jackets. Then we parade ourselves in front of each other, trying to gouge who's been branded best. We equate these brands with lifestyles. They represent youthfulness, luxury, or fun. These brands even fill needs like the need to belong or feel respected. Okay, just an aside. I'm going to keep going here because this is fantastic what he's saying. I have no desire to replace the free market economy or the democratic system with some revolutionary utopian ideal. But it's ironic that in the years when Soviet and Chinese communism were viewed as a threat to this country, our intellectuals pointed out how brainwashing techniques and other forms of social programming were used to control the millions of people, yet we rarely pause to think about what's happening now in America. The Matrix is also a form of corporate socialism. It's an extremely powerful set of attitudes, beliefs, and thoughts that are relentlessly imposed on the public every day through media channels. And the business-oriented motives that drive it are escalating and causing damage to the mental, physical health of millions of people and the planet. Corporations have developed their own self-interested economic laws and dynamics because their survival depends on it. A fundamental economic law is that the corporation must always do what's best for the corporation, which is to maximize profits, outperform competitors, expand, grow, and keep shareholders happy with high-performance stocks and regular dividend payouts. The health and the welfare of the consumer is irrelevant. Escaping the cultural matrix of needing to look, dress, and eat a certain way means mustering the courage to step away from outside influences, to look inside and ask yourself, who am I, and what do I really want from my life? This addresses one of the most fundamental concepts embedded in the American psyche, freedom. We like to think that we are the freest people in the world, and in a way we are. But I see two types of freedom, freedom from and freedom for. Where freedom from is concerned, we are doing well. Through our democratic institutions, particularly the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights, we have achieved a great deal of freedom from religious persecution, from monarchy, from undemocratic political systems like communism, fascism, and military dictatorships. But what is freedom for? Freedom for what? To work our butts off all day and then sit in front of a TV, computer, or PlayStation until it's time for bed? To stuff our mouths with processed food until our pants burst or our bodies deteriorate? To chase after the latest products that will make us feel complete? Isn't there something more to life? We're going to go into instant gratification in the next episode. We're going to be talking about the pressures to be thin after that. We're going to be talking about the superwoman syndrome and the superman syndrome, the individual, and the idea of fitting out. Then we're going to go to an exercise about turning off the media, tracking your media messages, and a special wish list. That is the chapter that we have just begun. Thank you so much for listening. And even better yet, thank you for taking this opportunity to think about your life inside the matrix and how you can step outside the matrix. This is Coach Noah signing off from the Nutrition with Noah show. Have a great day. Look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.